Hello, you're watching VNA News and now headlines. Official development assistance to be mobilized for education sector. Petro Vietnam targets over $18 billion in revenue in the second half of this year. Vietnam lacquer paintings on show in the Republic of Korea. Deputy Prime Minister Vũ Đức Đam has instructed relevant ministries to mobilize, manage and use official development assistance and preferential loans in education and training during the 2016 to 2020 period.
The Deputy Prime Minister assigned the Ministry of Education and Training to partner up with other relevant agencies to devise a financing plan for the sector, detailing the needs for capital sourced from the state budget, ODA and preferential loans. The plan will serve as a basis for the Ministry of Planning and Investment to negotiate with sponsors and development partners. He called for an assessment of the use of ODA and preferential loans to create excellent universities. In terms of general education, funding should be prioritized to update textbooks and improve the quality of education, he said. The official also stressed that more attention should be paid to upgrading nursery school infrastructure in disadvantaged areas.
The Vietnam National Oil and Gas Group, Petro Vietnam, targets $18.2 billion in revenue during the last 6 months of this year, contributing $4.1 billion to the state coffer.
During the January-June period, Petro Vietnam's revenue totaled $14 billion, accomplishing 41% of its yearly target. The group exploited 14.71 million tons of gas and oil in the first half of the year, 8.5% higher than its target for the period, and representing an annual increase of 6.1%. Of the figure, crude oil output amounted to 9.28 million tons, while that of gas hit 5.43 billion cubic meters, 10.1% and 5.8% above the half-year target, respectively.
The practice of Buddhism among ethnic people in the Central Highlands region was discussed at a seminar on July 19th. Let's take a look. The event, which took place in Buôn Ma Thuột City, the Central Highlands province of Đắk Lắk, attracted over 3,000 monks, nuns and scholars. Participants discussed solutions to foster the quality and sustainable development of Buddhism activities in the region, including raising Buddhist sense of responsibility for the community and organizing classes on Buddhist teachings in far-flung areas. 16 speeches were delivered at the event, focusing on methods to promote Buddhism in ethnic minority regions, charitable deeds in remote and mountainous areas, among others. The workshop was co-organized by the Vietnam Buddhist Sangha and its Đắk Lắk chapter. As many as 42 lacquer paintings by 14 Vietnamese artists are being showcased at an exhibition at the Ganesa Art Center in the capital city of the Republic of Korea. The exhibition features 12 works of traditional style and 38 modern style. It aims to bring the beauty of the landscapes and people of Vietnam closer to Korean and international viewers. It also introduces the procedure of making a Vietnamese lacquer painting, from processing materials, layouts, coloring, to finishing touches. Addressing the opening ceremony on July 16th, Vietnamese ambassador to the Republic of Korea Phạm Hữu Trí expressed hope that the show will help better connect Vietnamese culture and people with international friends. The exhibition attracted thousands of visitors during the first 3 days. The Ganesa Art Center is the venue for exhibitions of many famous names of worldwide contemporary art, such as Anthony Tapis, Sam Francis, Jasper Jones, and Roy Lichtenstein. An exhibition highlighting Vietnam's achievements in reform, integration and development will run in Hanoi from August 28th to September 3rd, reported the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism. The event is in the run-up to the 70th anniversary of the August Revolution, August 19th, and National Day, September 2nd. It is expected to attract participation of 47 cities and provinces, as well as businesses nationwide. The 15,000 square meter exhibit, spanning both indoors and outdoors, will present outstanding socio-economic achievements under the leadership of the party and state of the past 70 years. Side events will include a seminar, music performances, and publicity campaigns that will enable exhibitors to introduce investment opportunities, new policies, and products. Chen Bian Temple of Literature is deeply ingrained in the collective identity and pride of the South, since it demonstrates the region's academic traditions and cultural identities. Let's take a look. Located in Biên Hòa City, the 300-year-old temple educated many famous figures who brought fame to their homelands.
Chen Bian Temple of Literature was built in an effort to uphold the country's traditional culture. In 1861, when the French forces took over the then Biên Hòa province, the first thing they did was destroy the temple in an attempt to eradicate traditional culture.
The Temple of Literature existed for 146 years. In 1998, it was rebuilt on its historical foundations on the occasion of the 300th anniversary of the founding of Biên Hòa City. The temple was inaugurated in 2002 and was then expanded in following years. The left side of the temple contains a shrine to famous historical figures such as Nguyễn Trãi, an illustrious Vietnamese Confucian scholar, a noted poet, a skilled politician, and a master tactician. The right side contains a house of worship for well-known personnel in southern Vietnam. The temple also features the traditional crafts of Dong Nai province such as carpentry, forging, and bronze casting. Visitors can explore the region's achievements in the fields of culture, arts, science, and education via the books and publications on display.
I have visited the Temple of Literature many times, and each time I feel prouder. Like my fellow residents of Dong Nai, I promise myself to turn my patriotism into action, thus contributing to national development.
The temple's forecourt area accommodates a huge drum, doctoral stelaes, and an altar containing 18 kilos of soil and 18 liters of water from the northern province of Phú Thọ, the ancestral land.
Visiting Chen Bian Temple of Literature motivates me to study for my exams. I also visit the temple during festive holidays to pray for peace for my relatives and friends.
The temple has welcomed many visitors, mostly students, who want to be inspired by the traditional fondness for learning, or pay tribute to the country's academic achievers and national heroes.
Thì hàng ngày thì các em học sinh và du khách đến đây
Students often visit the temple before and after their exams to inform the ancestors about their achievements. Most importantly, the temple inspires them to be keen and passionate learners.
Sau khi đi thi các em đỗ đạt, các em đến đây cũng như là báo công những cái thành quả mà các em đã phấn đấu.
Chenbian Temple is a tourist destination that preserves and upholds the country's traditional cultural values. The temple has played a significant role in Vietnam's cultural history and has contributed to generations of students striving for academic success. Established in 1913, Nguyễn Thị Minh Khai High School in Ho Chi Minh City is one of the oldest educational institutions in Vietnam. In the following report, we will look at the formation and development of the century-old school, which was once exclusively for girls.
Once known as the Gia Long All Girls School or Áo Tím All Girls School, the school was founded by a group of intellectuals to nurture patriotic girls with progressive thinking. It first enrolled only 42 students who always wore violet traditional long dresses. In 1940, with the launch of secondary education, the school was renamed College Gia Long, targeting more comprehensive education among female students. In 1953, white traditional long dresses with a yellow apricot blossom emblem stitched on became the school's official uniform. Absorbing the school's patriotism, many of the girls engaged in revolutionary movements nationwide.
I always consider the school my sweet home. I still remember the day we sat for high school graduation exams. I was one of the two students with the highest results and received a yellow apricot blossom emblem, which I still have.
After the Southern Liberation in 1975, the school was renamed Nguyễn Thị Minh Khai Junior Senior High School. In the 1978 to 1979 school year, under the new name of Nguyễn Thị Minh Khai High School, it began to enroll both boys and girls. After graduating, many students returned to help develop the school. Among them is singer Dĩ Luân, who has opened music lessons for the school's students weekly.
Mặc dù là có thay đổi chút đỉnh, nhưng mà là
I miss the school and my classmates. The school just does not seem to have changed much. Just my teachers get older. I wish them good health and happiness.
Tình trạng sức khỏe.
The school now has improved learning and teaching conditions with a library, lab, computer, and gymnastic rooms, and a swimming pool, among others. Applying new teaching methods, the school has taken the lead in education in recent years.
Upholding the school's tradition, the teachers here are devoted and responsible, and students are active and creative.
I feel proud to be learning at the century-old school and will do my utmost to build on the school's traditions.
Apart from its academic achievements, the school is also highly valued for its architecture. Over the past decade, the French-style school has remained impressive in the center of Ho Chi Minh City and in the hearts of generations of students.
And that has wrapped up our news bulletin. Thanks for joining us, and goodbye for now.